Our coverage of the NBA All-Star Game with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. This is Kevin Harlan.
And guys, this really sets up to be an incredible night in terms of excitement. From the coaches to the players, to us here in the booth. I mean, this is such a fantastic event to be a part of.
Guys, it really is the greatest All-Star game in all the sports, in my opinion. We have the best players in the NBA at the peak of their power. And I can't wait to see what this year's game has in store for us.
Now look at the West All-Stars starting lineup. West is out there with Bryant. And then there's Antetokounmpo. Then it's Pippen. And it's Bird in at the power forward.
And this has become one of the must-see events of the year, which is obvious by all the star power and attendance here tonight.
Well, certainly the Hollywood crowd is on hand, the biggest names from the sports world, music stars. Everybody wants to be a part of All-Star Game.
In the first half of his season, boy, how special has it been? He has been on a rampage.
Yeah, and he's got tremendous talent, and when he's fully healthy and engaged, I mean, he's really impossible to stop. That's what we've been seeing this year from him.
I love this event so much because it combines the world-class ability of these players with the freedom of the playground.
Yep, it's the greatest and certainly the most fun pickup game these players will ever play in.
West All-Stars shooting their first free throws of the game. The first one falls.
The competitiveness and tenacity of Kobe Bryant are really something to behold. He never seems satisfied with his own play, always trying to get a little more out of himself.
Good on both.
Free throw shooting is about mechanics, confidence, and your mental approach. He's locked in from there most every night.
Davis setting the pick for LeBron. Driving to the basket. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
Fighting through contact. Not easy trying to corral LeBron when he's focused on scoring. Good luck with that.
Knocked away. First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. KD passes to Davis. Kobe with the steal. Here's West. Good, and the assist goes to Bryant.
And as usual, the team really grinding too hard at the defensive end.
I think that's okay in this event. I mean, I say the more highlights, the better.
To the inside. Stolen by Bird. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. West. And yes, it's good. West has got 6 points.
I know we never see a lot of defense in these games, but tonight we're not seeing any.
Simply call it a free-for-all. I mean, you want the guys to have fun out there, but it would be nice to see some effort put into the defensive end of the floor.
Now, here's Gilgeous Alexander. Here's Jordan to the paint. It's thrown by Antetokounmpo. They're running. Pull up Jay. Pippen can't hit. Michael Jordan on the wing. Defended by Bryant. No good from Jordan. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. And it goes out of bounds. That one off West.
You know, that's just sloppy basketball, giving away a possession. No real reason for that timeout.
And it's Brian Keefe calling timeout here. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy.
Next man, get ready everyone. You see yourself on the screen.
And he slips some changes. O'Neal's checking for Davis. And it's Duncan in for LeBron.
Substitution on the court.
And you know, the fan voting is what determines the starters in the All-Star game. Then the coaches will decide on the reserves. But either way, whether you're picked by the fans or the coaches, earning the title NBA All-Star, that's an honor none of these players will ever forget. You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
Trains the three-pointer. He's got 5.
Now, he's got that kind of range from outside. You have to chase Bryant off the line.
Well, Greg, one thing we know for sure, you know that every player who earned a spot on this roster is going to see his share of action, spreading the minutes evenly, as you've always talked about, is always a top priority for these All-Star game coaches.
And you're so right, Kevin. I mean, for all the hard work these players put in to get here, I mean, each one deserves a chance, if you will, to share the spotlight. It's one of the great things about the All-Star game.
Kobe misses.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and he uses the glass on the lane. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his second bucket of the night.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
Again, the miss by Bryant.
Not much falling for him this quarter, guys, and you can sense his frustration.
And the foul called on Michael Jordan.
First personal
That is his
foul.
first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
Now here's Bryant. He has 5. Antetokounmpo finds Bryant. Here's Bird. Duncan defending. Shoots from the elbow. The West again cannot hit. Jordan against Bryant. Jordan dishes to O'Neal. Duncan with the screen on West. Here's Jordan. It's good for a second make. He's made 2 or 3 so far.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
Now here's West. He's got 6. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
You know, Bird is a lot taller than people think. He's closer to 6'10 than 6'8. And that helps him inside defense trying to stop him, but got sloppy and fouled.
The throw good, Bird. LeBron's checked in for the East. Johnson comes in for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And West also making a switch. Olajuwon's checked in. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Well, he's come through for them at the line today, and you love having a big fella who's so capable on his free throw.
Johnson kicks to Duncan. Duncan with the screen for Jordan. Back to Duncan. Johnson, the pass to Jordan. Clock at 6. Here's O'Neal. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Hakeem Olajuwon.
And sometimes the D has no choice but to foul O'Neal. He's that dominant.
That free throw, no good. He's checked in for Michael Jordan. He doesn't get the second one.
Hey, because he's such a commanding force, sometimes sending Shaq to the line is your best option.
Kobe throws it down.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands. This hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
And we've got a timeout called by Brian Keefe. Looking for a breather. And maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. And the East All-Stars making a change here. Davis is checked in. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the East All-Stars. They trail by 1. To the middle. Here's Duncan. The West All-Stars pull it in. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks very much. Brian Keefe shared a few moments with me. I talked with Coach about how he plans to stop Giannis Antetokounmpo tonight. Coach laughed and then asked me, "You have any ideas?" Giannis is an impossible matchup. We just hope to slow him down a little. As always, it's very difficult to game plan for the Greek Freak. A multiple-time MVP. Evan?
Thank you, David. And here are the East All-Stars now. The West All-Stars getting their last shot to go. West with the ball, and it's Johnson picking him up. And here we go. Fast break. James has got it. Now, Giannis. No scoring in this one. West passes to Giannis. Some nice passing here by the West. Here's Bird. Again, the West All-Star. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle spots for the West All-Stars?
Just the a great job so far applying pressure defensively. The opposition is on their heels with the ball in their hand. Nightmarish plans thus far.
And, you know, another thing that's been working for them tonight is scoring off turnovers, points off miscues. They've been converting any mistake at the other end.
They're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Rose, he's checked in for West. Free throw, good. Giannis.
Yeah, you know, the Greek Freak is extremely versatile. He's a 5-position player and does all of it at an elite level.
Now, here's Johnson. That one's in. His first shot this game.
Not much in the way of defense being played here early on.
Well, you know how it works. I mean, both teams will be conserving their energy at the defensive end until later on. That's typically how this thing unfolds.
Here's Bryant after Magic Johnson's bucket. Free throw line jump shot. Kobe's shot is off.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
LeBron drives in. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
How many times have we seen that? I mean, LeBron going right through and into the defense and finds a way to power through the contact as if he hasn't even been hit.
Bryant and Davis sends it back. And so it looks like it'll be still with the West All-Stars. A sensational block that definitely deserves another look.
Close games often come down to who makes the big plays on defense. And that is one heck of a rejection right there.
Catching up on the changes for the East. Shaq is checked in for Anthony Davis. Kevin Durant comes in for Duncan. And Irving subbed in for LeBron. The West also making some changes. Malone comes in for Antetokounmpo. And West subs in for Kobe. Here's Rose. Johnson with the rebound. The East trail by 4. KD looking around. No good on the shot. And the West All-Stars have possession. Bird kicks to Rose. And Vince Carter picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there. And really a tough break for the D.
No problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
East All-Stars on defense. Malone passes to Rose. And O'Neal with the block.
Love seeing O'Neal use his body to come up with those blocks. Opposing force. Pretty consistent defender as well.
Hammering away out inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
1:27 left to play in the first. Rose against Johnson. Pass to Rose. Good, and the assist goes to Malone. And the West leads by 4.
But, you know, if you're the defense, that's all you can do. Rose is just a force on the offensive end.
Here's Johnson, and he banks in the lane. Johnson's got his second basket of the game.
Shaq doing a nice job setting that screen.
So it's the West now. Malone outside. It's stolen by Johnson. Outside, O'Neal. Back to Johnson. O'Neal is screen on Rose. Here's Johnson. And they hit it back. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Shaq is such a beast inside, which is why defenders elect to foul in there.
The East All-Stars have not yet made a free throw in the game, 0 of 2 so far.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. And some changes here for the East. Jordan comes in for Carter. And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander subbed in for Magic Johnson. Carmelo Anthony, he's checked in for the West. Wade comes in for Rose. one drops. He ties it up. There's 37 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Popped up there for Wade. And it's Wade with the jam.
The bounce is real from Wade.
And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the East All-Stars. O'Neal is screen on West. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Nails it from the high post. Gilgeous-Alexander's got it all tied up now for the East All-Stars. Gilgeous-Alexander's gotten all three of his shots to fall for him. 3 for 3. Gilgeous-Alexander against West. Pass to Olajuwon. A shake. Shaq with some nice D. Tie game and some big points being put up on the board. Clark, as we wrap up the first. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. Back with you again on the most entertaining night on the NBA calendar. 1 quarter down and 3 to play in the All-Star game.
And you can see these players now starting to get into a rhythm. Should see a lot better flow to the game here in the second quarter.
That's usually the case. I mean, it takes some time to gel with your teammates at the All-Star game.
And you know, the officials not giving their whistles much of a workout here tonight. Very few fouls being called.
And most of that, Greg, is because they're not playing full-force defense. I mean, you're never going to see as much contact around the bucket in this game as you would ordinarily.
Duncan is out there with O'Neal. Then there's Luka Doncic. Then it's Johnson. And it's James in at the 3 spot. That's the 5 out there for the East All-Stars. Now here's West. Pass to Malone. Wade for 3. Rebound by Johnson.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
Ahead. No good from Wade. And the East has possession. On the wing, Doncic. Covered by Anthony. Doncic converts inside.
The last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
West setting the pick for Wade. And it's Wade with the jam.
And how about the leading ability of Wade? What a finish.
Doncic against West. Doncic passes to Duncan. On the wing, James. Covered by Anthony. Goes back up. The West All-Stars pull it in. That one's in. His first shot this game.
And love the muscle Anthony brings to the 3 spot. Takes pride in outworking everyone when he's that deep inside.
Now, here's Doncic. Duncan can't hit. West dishes to Malone. That ball is through that time from Jerry West. West has got 4 assists in the game. And it's Brian Keefe calling timeout here. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander checked in for the East. The West also making some changes. Pippen's checked in for Anthony. And Derrick Rose is subbed in for Dwayne Wade. Shaq is screen on West. In the hoop for his 3rd make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
Yeah, such a crafty move. That's an all-star game special right there, folks.
That certainly isn't any regular season move. I agree with that. I mean, you save that kind of move for the big stage of the All-Star week.
Malone sets the pick for West. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Look at the mailman getting through that contact. Not allowing a little foul. to hold off his shot.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And, you know, guys, he had a big game at the free throw line in their last outing.
Matter of fact, a lot of his points came from the stripe. He was feeling it.
The West All-Stars making a switch here. Bird's checked in. Free throw drops from Malone.
The bruising power forward, Malone, a dominant offensive player between his nifty post moves and that soft mid-range.
Now here's LeBron. Here's Duncan. The rebound by Malone. Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. And that one goes out of bounds. As touched by Gilgeous-Alexander. Derrick Rose is checked in for the West. O'Neal with the steal. And here's the fast break. Good on that shot, and with that, the West All-Stars lead is cut to just 1 as a basket from Johnson.
Really good anticipation that time by Shaq, allowing him to come up with the steal and then start the fast break.
Bird finds West. Floats it up for Pippen. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Taking flight, Scottie Pippen going upstairs.
Rose against Gilgeous-Alexander. Johnson in the corner. It's stolen by West. Fast break. Here comes the West. And he gets the bucket. And it's a 5-point West All-Star lead.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you got to push it and push it every time.
Gilgeous-Alexander. Good.
Getting that work inside. SGA will make more room for himself on the perimeter when he can be effective down low.
The West leading by 3. Outside Rose from 12 feet out. Again, the West All-Star.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
And here is Johnson. He's got 8. Pass to Duncan. Stolen by Bird. And now here's Pippen with the fast break chance. Over LeBron. And it's Pippen missing.
Defense made an impact right there. Definitely got him uncomfortable going up.
Shaq with the screen. Inside. Pippen with the steal. And here comes the break. And Rose throws it down low.
And how about all these dunks? This game's been a complete crowd pleaser, no doubt.
I'm loving it. These players are really strutting their stuff tonight. Showtime!
Duncan with the bucket.
Nice court awareness and feel on the floor there from Duncan. Set the screen and then found space to execute the roll.
Now here's Rose. He's got 8. And it's sent back by O'Neal. And out of bounds. The East All-Stars will have it. And the East All-Stars with some changes. Kevin Durant, he's checked in for Duncan. And it's Jordan in for Magic Johnson. The West All-Stars also with the sub. Ryan is checked in for Derrick Rose. The East trail by 5. Shaq with the screen. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Picked up by Elijah Watt. They grab their own miss. That one goes in.
This is where Shaq does his best work. So dangerous in tight because he's dominant close to the basket.
West against Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Bird. And Shaquille O'Neal pulls it down. Shaq's got 7 rebounds in the game. O'Neal sets the screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. O'Neal no good. And so it's West with it. He brings it up for the West All-Stars. 3-point lead. Here's Bryant. It's hauled in by the East. Shaq's got rebound number 8 now on the night. LeBron is screen on Pippen. Durant, the pass to LeBron. Outside for Durant. James sets the screen for Durant. Using his length inside. Durant.
Nobody better at getting inside and finding good looks. KD rarely forces anything, and he usually gets the best shot available.
Bryant looking around. Bird against James. Pass to Pippen. Here's Olajuwon. That falls. Nice feed that time from Scottie Pippen. Olajuwon's got his first bucket of the night. The East trail by 3. Now here's James. Down low. Here's O'Neal. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. And it's 6 points for Shaquille O'Neal. And it's the West All-Stars ball. Here's Bryant. Up high, down hard. Kobe Bryant.
Lead up to the rim. Bryant sees the opening and does not hesitate to attack.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 8 points for him. Takes it inside. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. Remains perfect.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations.
And your breaker.
Davis is checked in for O'Neal. Antetokounmpo's checked in for the West. West outside. Outside Bryant. There's the 3. There's the 3 ball by Bryant.
Oh, it's been all Kobe all the time tonight. What a scoring machine.
2 minutes.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Giannis. Good work there as it goes. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 6 points in the quarter.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Pretty clear. It's smash mouth basketball. Pound that thing inside.
Outside Pippen. On the wing, Bird. Floats it up. Pippen.
Way to punch it, Scottie Pippen. The athleticism. Impressive.
Assist goes to
The East trail by 4. LeBron with a screen on West. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. It's good for the 7th time this game. He shot 7. He has made 7.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher. And coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
Now here's Bird. And here's Bryant for 3. And it's Anthony Davis with the rebound.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backcourt.
It's clearly been their edge, and in a close game like this, you look for every edge you can find. You know, I think the effort on defense there has everything to do with why he missed that shot. Well done.
Bird kicks it to West. West draws the double. Pass to Giannis. On the wing, Bryant. An offensive rebound. Pippen. Bird outside for 3. The rebound by James. East All-Stars on offense. Trailing by 2. KD passes to LeBron. And the dunk by LeBron.
One of the most remarkable things in sport, LeBron still throwing it down at this age. One of the best athletes we've seen in any sport.
West against Gilgeous-Alexander. West, that's good. West has got 8 points.
No issues on that one. Good work all around.
Davis with a screen on West. 3 seconds left. And the rejection by Giannis. And that'll do it for the first half of competitive game so far. West All-Stars out in front, leading by just 2. We'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the 3rd quarter after our halftime. time to strap in as we get set to bring you the explosive action of the second half of the All-Star game.
And that first half was terrific. I'll bet anything, though, the second has even more in store for us.
I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, I think it's going to be a spectacular final 2 quarters.
And the West All-Stars looking at who they've got. We've got West. Antetokounmpo is out there with Bird. Then it's Pippen, and it's Coder in at the 2 spot. Now here's Bird. For the measure, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander.
Combination of size and elite athleticism on full display from Giannis there.
Davis setting the pick for Jordan to the inside. And it's Davis with the jam.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass.
Last passes to Kobe. That ball, nice for that time from Jerry West. West just got assist number 8 on the night. And for those of you tuning in, we're about a minute into the second half. And a wide open look for James. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. The West leading by 5. West with the ball. He's picked up by Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Kobe. And Davis sends it back.
That infinite wingspan of Davis is on full display there.
And James picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal
And
foul.
we know the All-Star game is mostly about entertaining, but trust me, these players still want to win, and what we're seeing is that competitive drive really starting to kick in.
On the wing, Bird lets it go from deep. And it's the East with the rebound. It's Durant on the wing, guarded by Pippen. Davis with a screen on Pippen. Durant for 3. There's the triple from Durant.
Obviously, the defense has its eyes on Durant with the ball, so he cleverly uses the pick and roll to create some space.
West dishes to Bryant. There's the lob at Kumbo. And here we go. Fast break. James has got it. And Jordan throws it down.
Jordan's something to watch slamming home the ball, man. This guy is really strong and does it with force.
Jordan's gotten 3 of his 4 shots to fall, hitting 75%. I think you're right. You know, the complexion of the game usually does change at some point. Things get a little more serious. And, you know, especially in the second half break, guys start to play with a little bit more intensity.
Yeah, that's a really good point. And that's what's starting to happen now. These guys are such great competitors. And we know as far as this one, you just can't take that will to win away from anyone.
Duncan, he's checked in for James. Irving comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's Johnson in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Against Pippen, outside Kobe. That ball's nicely on the feed that time from Pippen. Pippen's got 3 assists in the game. The East trail by 3. Duncan with a screen on West. Here's Johnson. A putback. It's hauled in by Pippen. Duncan's gone 2 for 7, struggling a bit. And it's West in the corner. And the West hit again from deep.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Well, I think they're getting caught in that in-between zone, no man's land, giving up 3 straight from beyond the arc right now.
Screen by Duncan. Here's Johnson. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Johnson's got 10 points.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Here's Kobe after Magic Johnson's bucket. Here's Bryant. Anthony Davis grabs the miss. It's a neck-and-neck game in San Francisco. Davis sets a screen. Here's Jordan. Slam dunk by Jordan.
Yeah, the explosive doesn't even begin to describe it. Jordan simply flying.
Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. West against Johnson. This passes to Bird. And to Kumbo inside. Covered by Duncan. 4 on the clock. And here's Bird for 3. It's hauled in by the East. Duncan's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
Frozen. Guys just ice cold, unable to contribute offensively.
Here's Johnson. Can't hit that one. Great D that time from Bird. A shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around. The West again cannot hit. Davis finds Jordan. Davis with a screen on Kobe. And the rejection by Pippen.
And you know what? Defensively, both teams have picked it up as we've gotten a little deeper into this game.
A little more competitive fire and intensity being shown out there now.
Free throw, no good for Bird.
You know, part of what makes Bird exceptional is his all-around talent. I mean, he gets it done on both ends of the floor, and that's how you end up being an MVP in the league.
And the East All-Stars with some changes. George is checked in for Davis. Hunter comes in for Michael Jordan. And Gilgeous Alexander is subbed in for Magic Johnson.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the West All-Stars.
And they're playing beautiful basketball right now, racking up the assists by playing so unselfishly, just finding the open man.
The shooting's been great, but also, how about the energy level? That's what's impressed me the most. They've been getting it up and down in transition, and that takes effort.
And it's Brian Keith calling timeout here. He wants to talk to his guy. Making a change here. Doncic is checked in. The East trail by 5. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
First personal foul.
You know, from the moment Luka entered the league, despite the naysayers, he's been a star, a legitimate star. And that's something you don't see very often.
All free throws good from Doncic. The West leading by 3. It's Pippen on the wing. That ball, nice read that time from Jerry West. West has got 9 assists now tonight. Here's Doncic. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
Beyond his wingspan, Giannis's timing is what makes him a special shot blocker.
The West All-Stars making a switch here. Olajuwon's checked in. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Bangs home the trifecta. Doncic has got his 3rd basket of the night. And so it's West with it. He brings it up for the West. It's a 3-point game. Olajuwon passes to West. Offensive rebound. And it's sent back by Carter. Duncan kicks to Carter. Back to Duncan. Duncan with a screen on Bird. To the paint. It's stolen by Olajuwon. And here we go. Fast break, and Bird's got it.
Boy, he is so dangerous in this area, guys. Even when Giannis is defended tight, powers through.
Carter down low. He's against Olajuwon.
Defensive foul. Hakeem Olajuwon.
The East All-Stars show their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. That's good from Carter.
Obviously, Vince Carter's ability to defy gravity is eye-catching. but everything else he does on the floor equally as important. He is a complete player.
Carter hits them both. West with the ball. He's got 14. Olajuwon on the high post. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on Luka Doncic.
Boy, that was a nice play by Olajuwon there, getting the shot off while still drawing contact.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good.
What Akeem provides for his team is a rock-solid foundation. They can rely on him on both ends and build schemes around his talents.
Olajuwon drops them both. Now George. Still scoreless. Screen by Duncan. Here's Doncic. And the rebound goes to the West All-Stars. Bird with it. George picks him up. Bird's shot is good. Bird's got 6.
And you know, in the painted area, Bird has a variety of moves. Can take you either direction and finish with either hand. He's a nightmare to defend, and believe me, I woke up in sweats many a times dealing with that guy.
And he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam.
I'll tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will really start shrinking.
So here is West. He's got 14. Inside, here's Kobe.
And how fun is it watching Kobe take flight? His throwdowns are downright ridiculous.
Nice angle on that replay with the AT&T 5G Slam camera. Duncan with the screen on West. Doncic passes to Duncan. Good D by Olajuwon.
Feels to me like this team is going to need more from him, guys. I mean, if they're to erase this deficit, he's got to step up.
And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up. That'll put Larry Bird on the free throw line. Vince Carter picks one up, and it's a completely new group for the East All-Star. Throw good, Bird.
Shooting 1.
The East trail by 10. Johnson outside. That ball is good for another field goal. His 6th. He is 6 for 9 on the stat sheet.
This is where Magic thrives, a master at toying with defenders and screen and rolls.
Johnson's got a nice night underway, shooting 6 of 9 from the floor. From 17 feet out, here's Olajuwon. And then Olajuwon with the dunk.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
But, you know, if you're not going to take care of the defensive glass, it's going to be hard to come away with the win.
And he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Here's Bryant. Connects in the foul line jumper. Bryant's got 24.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
LeBron James on the wing. Antetokounmpo defending. To the middle. Olajuwon outside. Olajuwon drawn the double team. Bryant. And Kobe throws it down.
While assisting may not be the strength of his game, Olajuwon still knows when to get the ball to an open teammate.
Down low. James slams it in.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg.
Well, I like the way he capped off that drive. The one-hand hole punch.
And here is West. He's got 14, and he's good on the 3 ball. He has 29.
pass they made is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Here's Johnson, close to the hoop, and then Johnson with the dunk.
Calling his own number night. Magic has been feeling, and he's delivered.
Now here's West. We've got 33 seconds left in the third quarter. And stolen by LeBron. And now here's Jordan pushing it up, and no one back there.
All you have to do is point to their turnovers this quarter. There's a reason the scoreboard looks like it does.
That's been the culprit, the turnovers. I mean, TOs, those kinds of mistakes have really kind of drained their confidence to this point.
Catching up on the changes for the East. Shaq's checked in for Anthony Davis. Duncan comes in for Kevin Durant. And Doncic is subbed in for Jordan. West. And sent back by O'Neal. And so it looks like it'll be still with the West All-Stars.
Substitution on the court.
We've got 13 seconds left to play in the third. Here's Pippen. And James pulls it down. LeBron's got 5 rebounds tonight. A kick out to O'Neal. And so it's Kobe Bryant making things happen for the West. They kept going to him again and again. And he delivered with a monster quarter. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Welcome you back. The biggest stars of the league are putting on a show here at the All-Star Game.
And we're seeing some world-class basketball being played here tonight.
That's exactly what you'd expect coming from the absolute greatest players on the planet.
Shaquille O'Neal is out there with Duncan. It's Michael Jordan. Then there's Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Irving in at the small forward position. It's the 5 out there for the East All-Stars.
And there are so many reasons to be a fan of Wade's. This young man's ceiling is sky high.
And the first one drops.
Oh, one of the most dynamic guards in the game. Wade can do it all on offense and is also a terrific shot blocker at that position.
He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the East. Down by 12. Jordan in the corner. Stolen by Pippen. So a close game sees the West All-Stars taking this one.
And it's impossible to know what's going to happen in these games. The talent on both sides is always so strong. But tonight, the West seemed a little more comfortable playing together as a unit, and that's what earned them the win.
You mentioned that all broadcast long, and sure enough, it came to fruition. That brings us to the conclusion of our All-Star coverage. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in. For Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan wishing you all a very good night.
Hold up, wait a minute. Y'all thought I was finished? When I bought the Aston Martin, y'all thought it was rented? Flexing on these, I'm like Popeye on the spinach. Double M, yeah, that's my team. The captain, I'm lieutenant. I'm the type can the men cast and grind like I'm broke. That Lambo, my new, she'll ride like my ghost. I'm riding around my city with my head on my cut the. And I gotta make it back home, cause my mama need that bill money, my son needs some milk. You, cause these Philly I bought with me, don't, no joke, no. All I know is, when it come to me, I got young. I done did the, I done did it. Every time I'm in that, I get to throwing 30 G's. But now I'm hanging out that drop head, I'm riding down on Collins. They let me earn back home, that young be wildin'. We young, we mobbin', like Batman and we're this two-door Maybach with my seat on reclining. I'm like, real wood up, real wood up. If you ain't about that game, then shut up. If you dip me in your rats, I get when you touch down in my hood. No, that tour life ain't good. Catch me down in MIA. At that heat game on wood. With that Puma life on my feet. Like that little engine I could. Boy, I slide down in your block. Bike on 12 o'clock. And they be throwing deuces on the same they watch. And I'm the king of my city, cause I'm still calling them shots. And these lanes talking that the same that fly. I'm the same from First Street with them braids that lock. The same that came up and I had to wait for my spot. And he hating on me, waiting on me. Still on that hood, my Rolls Royce on E, they gon' remember me. I say remember me. So much money, all your friends turn to your enemies. And when this beef, I turn my enemies. We them, they go for 40, ain't no tenant. Hold up, broke, turn rich. Love the game like Mitch. And if I leave you, they ain't done pretty. It was something about that rollie when it first touched my wrist. Had me feeling like that boy when he first touched that. I'm gone. Woo!
Baby, I can't believe you're mine. Loosen up, better read the signs. I know that I'm around this time. No, you need to dance. Move around to the strings of life. Baby girl, you're so fine. If you're down, we can meet some time. Need to dance. Day to day. Oh, tell me what there's left for me to say today. Day to day. Baby, could you release your mind? Calling me right outside the lines. I know that I'll be sometimes, so I'll be right there. Baby, could you release your lights? Show some love to the moon and nights. I'm a genie, your wish is mine. Float, I'll be right there. Day to day. Oh, tell me what there's left for me to say today. Day to
Out of town making money, this a paycation. 60 overall to be your 2K rating. When you see me, you think power, I ain't raised Canaan. Had to get it out the mud, now it's apes bathing. Whip flying, turn the garage to a space station. Time to start a new kid, I'm finna plane Jane. Meech on the beat, I know you hear the bass bassin'. Oh, yo, first I guess I'm heard a hater hating, I All the haters, they don't bother me, I hate them. You tryna make friends, we tryna make ends. Why you playing with that little paper? You better save rent. At half quarter, all my haters on the same bench. Out in Mexico, I got my on the stove. It's on the counter, couple on the floor. Only time you see me ducking when I'ma keep blowing these M's and I'ma keep multi-personalities, you know I done lost all gravity, can catch me on the moon. Multi-personalities, you know I done lost all gravity, can catch me on the moon. Me and Brody in the boondocks, Huey and Riley, you know I get a big ghetto mix Gucci with Nike. I'm using the polite, I let the like me. I'm near off a script, it's a movie inside. Said she wanna earn the spotlight, you got Louis to buy me. He done got his screws loose and he ain't no buy me. All this ballin' gotta throw on all this jewelry to ice. You ain't gotta teach me how to drill, I ain't my boo. Tied in with cousin and plus I'm cool. Want a blessing, she can eye chew on salute. Halloween's I only rock the mask, skip the costume. All these questions, do be acting like do. Cuddy the out for that clock, that's why his watch loose. Eyes all around my head, I gotta watch you.
We work to work, you late to work, I holla and they send it. You know my pride was colder than Chicago in December. Came up in Echo with her mama was her daddy. And when I'm in the Midwest, she say holla at your family. My dog paid me that taste like candy. My dog out laying them low, ain't breaking none laws out. Southside still in the car, still in the car, still not the car. No, start hold up, I got a call. Said that I'm a cool cat. Yeah, tell him I'm a top dog. Wanna let the outside, but you doing donuts. Yeah, got the money in the headlight. Big dog every time we hit the red lights. Just shine, ain't nothing but a good day. Don't teach him how to pump fake. Big shot. I ain't tripping, I don't wanna lose count. Talking my, it was just us. Up drive, hop in my ride, pay me that. On the west side, on the 110, swinging. Let's grill, let's spill a few crumbs.